All right, back with some more Ask Abigail's. This is a good one for summer. So here we go. This parent is asking.
How do we have structure for ADHDers when school is out now without staying up all night, sleeping late? Any suggestions to keep everything structured? Thank you.
So ADHD and structure are best friends and enemies. They're like frenemies. So the ADHD brain really needs structure, and the ADHD brain really hates structure. So, you will find that this is where a lot of parents will get into big fights with their kids because they're trying to provide the structure that the child needs, but that the child doesn't want. And so you wind up feeling like I'm giving you something that you need and you're punishing me for it, which is a really not fun place to feel as a parent. Some of the things that can help are getting it away from you. So, what I like to do is actually create a whiteboard that has very clear rules that you and your child co create together. So, to say, hey, listen, I get it. Tell me some of the things you want to do this summer. Like, what matters to you? What would you like to get done? Like let's fast forward to September. What would you like to have done? Right? And they're like, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. You can say, okay, well, let's think about it. Like, if you never left your room, would you be totally okay? Okay, so you want to get outside, you want to do some things. What are fun things that you really want to make happen for yourself, right? Or that you hope happen, right? Because make happen can be scary words for an ADHD child. So you can say things like, do you want to go out with your friends? Do you want to, whatever, go, to the beach? Do you want to, like anything that they want? Start with things that they like, not the things you think they need to do. Start with the things they like, get those on the board. And then be like, well, I'm looking at the things that matter to you. It looks like getting outside matters or having seeing your friends matters or blah 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 blah. I want to make sure that we help you get what you want. There's this great phrase of like discipline is just listening to what you want and giving yourself the gift of what you wanted to have happen. So you can kind of just like think about it like that and tell them, I'm just trying to make what you want happen. And then you can say, there are some things that I know also matter. Like we have to get that school reading done and definitely want to take a look, maybe get you some new clothes for school. Your backpack is still crusted over with that sandwich from June. So we should probably look into that. And remember to use some humor. It shouldn't feel too like serious and like, I'm just going to organize you, right? So you want to come in and just say some funny stuff, get them laughing, be with them, and then say, hey, here's what matters to me. Like, I want to see that you move. I don't care if you want to get up at, you know, 10 o'clock, 10:30. I think after 10:30, you're kind of really messing with your sleep. What do you think? You think it should be 11? Okay. I mean, take a look at that. I get it. It's summer. If you want to play around with that and see how that feels for your body, that's fine. I'm going to share some information with you about how going to sleep really late kind of messes with your deep sleep and might mess with your growth. And if you want to grow tall, might not be your best choice. And then you can make your decision around that. So I'll let you think about that. I'm not going to control that past a certain time or up to a certain time. Like if you want to stay up till midnight, like fine. You can also do stuff like that's totally cool, but all electronics are going to get cut off at 9 o'clock, right? So if you want to stay up reading a book, you can totally stay up reading a book. So electronics really artificially inflate that stay up time. So you can also cut off that way and say, I'm not controlling when you go to sleep, but I am controlling when the electronics turn off. So there are different ways that you can handle this, but I would just suggest to you getting stuff on a whiteboard, creating an agreement with your child that they can look at every day that isn't like about you. And then a really great thing to do is to gate something. So, for instance, let's say they want to be on the iPad for a certain amount of time. Then you can say, listen, I don't want to be between us fighting about this. So, we're just going to make a decision that like the iPad turns on after you've done these other four things. Okay. If it's a specific day and like the fourth one is going to happen at 4 o'clock today and you've already scheduled it, that can count as being done. Okay. So once those things are done, that's when the iPad turns on. So don't ask me if you can get on the iPad. You have here a very specific set of rules that will turn your iPad on. If you do these things, it goes on. Don't ask me if it can go on. Go ask your list. Okay. So again, getting things off of you on an agreed upon third party space is a really good way to create some structure with your ADHDer. All right. I hope you have a wonderful summer. And remember, part of the joy of summer is also the unstructured. Like, part of the joy of summer is seeing what will happen. That doesn't mean letting your kid, like, just be playing, Clash Royale for 10 hours while they are growing moss. But the unstructure is important too. So make some space for that. All right. Lots of love. And if you have any questions, ask Abigail. Just go to abigailwall.com or go to the link in the bio and you will find your way to be able to ask me a question. All right. Hope that helps. Bye.